My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Andy the Destroyer Ruiz calls out Luis King Kong Ortiz. Let's take a look. Andy Ruiz is calling out his next fight. We're going to get our input on that in a second. But here's what Andy Ruiz posted on his Instagram. And it says, how many of my fans would like to see this fight happen next on pay-per-view? Drop a comment below. Danny Briggs said, let's go, champ. Danny Swift Garcia says, love this. People say, let's go. Baby Bash, sugar, how you get so fly?
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. That's real.
Oh, man.
You see the, you know what I'm saying?
The verification, G. Watch your mouth.
I clicked on it. You see, it's the real Baby Bash.
It's the blue check. Respect.
Don't you disrespect. Yo, I ruined that song for a lot of people when I told them what it's really about, though. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Still a good song, though. All right. Turn over to you, Conspiracy G. Would you like to see Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz?
No, and for multiple reasons. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a pay-per-view quality fight. I'm sorry, Luis Ortiz, man. And he ain't the same Ortiz as the guy 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's disrespect to watch Andy Ruiz, violate a grown-ass elderly man. You know what I mean? So I don't like how that sounds. And then two, I kind of feel like I am a little disappointed in Andy Ruiz. I'm like, yeah, I know you called out King Kong, but you should be calling out Tarzan right now. We want to see you fight Deontay Wilder. Y'all are both PBC fighters. We can make it happen. It's nothing for you to get a phone call to the Amazon to get Wilder back in the States to get this training popping. You know everybody would love to see that fight. Make that happen. You know what I mean? This fight with Ortiz is cute, but that's like a Fox level fight to me. Maybe Showtime, but it's definitely not no pay-per-view. I'm not going to pay no $80 to see you beat up on that old man. No disrespect to Ortiz, you my mans and all, but you past your prime, man. It's over, man. Like, you had a good run.
All right, Trill Dog Bill.
Been past his prime. Listen, man. I'm not for violence on the elderly. Like, I'm with you, G. I'm not trying to see this fight. I'm not trying to see Andy Ruiz beat up on this man. I know there's other guys out there. There's Robert Helenas out there. There's other guys out there that will gladly take that fight. That'll be tougher. You just trying to cash in on this old guy. Just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. And that's what it is. And I'm with you also. This should be on Fox for free. 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? How dare you ask people to pay for this fight? You know what I'm saying? Not only are you taking advantage of Ortiz, you're taking advantage of the people. You know what I'm saying? So that's a double no for me. Because you're trying to be a slime ball.
Fact. You see that flyer, right? Got the Cuban and the Mexican flag like, yo, come on, support. Yo, it's Mexico versus Cuba. Stop. Yeah. It's Andy Ruiz versus an old man, bro.
Yeah. We want to take advantage of this guy. And you taking advantage of us, too. Put it on fire.
All right, TVE.
You got me lifted, gifted, higher than the ceiling. And who is the ultimate feeling? Sheesh. I say all of that. Say shout out to Baby Bash, man. I didn't know you had an Instagram. But
that song's tough though. I ain't gonna lie.
That song's tough.
That song is tough though.
I don't know why y'all hyping Ruiz up like that, yo. He didn't look. I'm drawing blanks on his last opponent, but he didn't look good.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't even look good against Chris Arreola, man.
Yeah, he didn't look good against Chris Arreola. So I don't even think he's gonna do anything against Ortiz. I think the fix is in, yo. I think we're gonna see Grandpa.
Wait, you think Grandpa's gonna get him?
Yeah, Grandpa gonna get him, yo. Grandpa's getting this time, yo. I'm rooting for Grandpa. I'm letting you be known right now. I'm rooting for Grandpa, and that's what it's going down like that, yo. Let my man live.
Yeah, my man said I'm rooting for Papa Castro. All right.
You know how many regime changes Luis Ortiz has seen?
For real.
Hey, listen. You know what? I'm not even mad at the fight. I'm not mad at the fight. It's a rare occasion. I agree with G. I would much rather see Andy Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder. Although, I think, Wilder has a chance of beating Ruiz, but of course his chance is the big right hand. I believe that Andy Ruiz will outbox him. But I think it will be a good fight. I'd rather see that fight. Here we're talking about Andy Ruiz versus Luis Ortiz. And I know what Andy Ruiz is trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, Andy Ruiz. You're trying to kick up dust. He's trying to kick up dust. Hey, my man, why? Why you want to fight him? You know what I'm saying? I just, Andy Ruiz was dropped in his fight against Chris Arreola. So I get what Ned's saying about Luis Ortiz, but Luis Ortiz was dropped in his fight with Charles Martin and twice, and eventually he was able to come back and beat Charles Martin. And it's just, I'm looking like this is an entertaining fight because it's kind of like Andy Ruiz peaked when he snuck and beat Joshua, mainly because Joshua underestimated him, I feel, not because of how great he is. And Luis Ortiz has never really peaked at all. Andy Ruiz, former heavyweight champion of the world. Luis Ortiz has never been heavyweight champion of the world. So you throw him in the ring and we'll see what happens. But I favor Andy Ruiz. The one thing I agree with everyone on is this is not a pay-per-view fight. Stop trying to, you know what? I feel Larry Merchant now. Larry, not then, but stop trying to sell us junk.
Mm-hmm.
They trying to bring us junk. We ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. Mexico's not buying it. Cuba's not buying it. Put that joint on Fox.
Better. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.